Once upon a time, there were seven cats. These cats were very good friends and they usually went out together to hunt rats. One day, as they were about to go and hunt rats, they saw the tortoise. "Where are you going?" he asked the cat. "We're going to hunt rats," the cat replied. "May I follow you?" the tortoise asked. "Yes, of course you may." And so the tortoise followed them. But the rats did not really want the tortoise to follow them. They did not want to share rats with him. They wanted the rats all for themselves. So they thought of a way to trick the tortoise. Hmm, yes, they sent the tortoise for fire. "We shall need fire to roast the rats when we have caught them," their leader said. Before he came back, the cats had decided on what to do next. Six of them were to pretend to be dead. Then their leader would tell the tortoise when he came back that the gods of the rats had cast a spell on them. Furthermore, he was to tell him that the gods of the rats was waiting for the tortoise so that he could cast a spell on him as well. It was all planned. Six of the cats pretended to be dead. Their leader sat by them. So as soon as the tortoise came, their leader told him what had happened. The gods of the rats had cast a spell on these cats and it's only waiting for you so that he can do the same to you, the leader of the cats said to the tortoise. As soon as the tortoise heard this, he ran away. He ran for his dear life. He didn't want to be killed as well. When he ran away, the cats all sprang up. On that day, they laughed out their ribs and they ate all the rats they had by themselves alone. They did not give anything to the tortoise who had gone for the fire with which to roast the rats. Later on, the tortoise got to know that the cats had tricked him. He was very angry, and he decided to revenge. So he went to the king. He told the king that the cats could mend a broken rock in the town. For some time, the king had been looking for people who could mend the rock without finding anyone. So when the rats told the king sent for cats and said to them, "The tortoise told me you could mend that broken rock in the middle of the town. So I would like you to go and mend it." Of course, the cats could not mend the rock. The tortoise had told the king that they could mend it in order to punish them. The cats looked at one another. They did not know what to do, and nobody dared to disobey the king. And what the king gave was an instruction, not a suggestion. Suddenly, the leader of the cats thought of a plan, and he said, "We shall do as you tell us, my king, but we can only do it if you can give us a nerve from the tortoise's neck. We need to have a nerve from the tortoise's neck in order to mend the rock." So the king sent his messengers to go and fetch a nerve from the tortoise's neck. The king's messengers got hold of the tortoise and removed a nerve from his neck, and they took it to the king. When the king had got the nerve from the tortoise's neck, he called the cats and gave it to them. "Young men, this is what you asked for. Now get down to work." At this point, the cats were afraid because they knew they could not mend the broken rock even with the nerve from the tortoise's neck. So they confessed. They confessed to the king that they could not mend the broken rock even with the nerve from the tortoise's neck. So then, why did you say you could do it? The king asked in anger. We said so because we wanted to punish the tortoise, the leader of the cat said. The tortoise knew that we could not mend the broken rock, yet he came to tell you that we could, because he wanted you to punish us. And so to punish him as well, we said we could only do it if we get a nerve from his neck. The king was very furious and was determined to punish them. And he asked that some medicine be put into their eyes. And as soon as the medicine got into their eyes, they noticed that they could no longer see clearly during the day. And from that time on, you will not see clearly during the day, only during the night, the king said. And from this time on, you will not be able to see clearly during the day, only during the night, the king roared. That is why cats see better at night than during the day. And as for the tortoise, his neck had become shorter and was bent on one side. So this made him so uncomfortable, and it was causing a lot of pain to him. This is actually because a nerve had been taken from one side only. So, at hearing this, the king ordered his messengers to remove another nerve from the other side. The tortoise went through another pain to get this done. But as soon as they did this, the tortoise's neck became shorter still, though it was no longer bent towards one side. And from that day, that's how the tortoise had a very short neck. So that is the end of the story. I hope you have learned the moral lessons there. One, you don't trick your friends, because they can also look for another reason to trick you. If you trick your friends and they realize you have tricked them, they will also go after you by looking for a strategy to also trick you, and that won't be nice. Okay? Again, you don't seek for revenge by yourself. You have to report to whoever that is in charge of your stay that someone has wronged you, so that the person will be punished by the authorities. You don't go lying against someone because the person did something wrong to you. If you do, you'll be caught. And once you are caught, you'll be called a liar. And then it will not go down, and you have to take your punishment, because lying against someone because he did something wrong to you is not acceptable. Okay, so that is the story for today and the moral lessons therein. Thank you so much for joining Inspiration Gist with Dora. Yes, please don't forget to like if you like our story, and share the story too with your friends, so you people will enjoy it together. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do me a favor by doing that just right now. God bless you. I'll see you again in my next story. Bye.